Daimo's signature's approaching. Enemy in range.
Was that my voice? It's like hearing myself talking in my head.
Preparing to intercept. Initiating tactical analysis.
It's coming this way! Oh, how do I move this thing?
Fuyusaka-kun, can you hear me?
Gojo-senpai, what are you?
Why are you in Sekigahara's Sentinel?
Senpai, are you like Eikun too? Did you come from the future?
We can discuss that later. Do you understand the situation we're in? That area is under attack by D-forces.
I came here to fight, but I don't know how to control any of this. And this robot's not making a peep.
No time for a full rundown. We'll have to settle for the fundamentals. Sentinels are made to be controlled with your mind. Think of it as another body connected to your brain. Try to direct it. You can do it.
Like this? Whoa, it moved! But now my head feels weird. It's like scratchy or something.
That's the link system of the nanomachines inside your brain. You'll also have a direct feed of information from the Sentinel's sensors. It should sound like your own voice is speaking directly to you. For now, you'll just have to get used to it as you fight. Can you move?
Yes, I can walk, Senpai.
They're coming closer.
I keep getting these pop-ups in the way when I try to look around.
That's your equipment interface. Use that to neutralize the D-forces in front of you.
I don't know if I'm doing this right, but how's this? They're attacking and what do I do?
Within enemy threat range.
I'll get him. How's that? I'm okay now. There's more kaiju up ahead.
Slow down. Different combat situations might call for different weapons. If they're all concentrated in one area, you could use a wide impact armament, like the rocket launchers.
What? What? Okay. Rocket launchers? Oh, where's the rocket launcher button?
Check your display. The rig is on your shoulders. Focus on them.
My shoulders. Is this how I do it? We can do this, right? It worked! Took him down! Yeah, I got him!
Fuyusaka-kun, can you evacuate? A massive kaiju is approaching from behind.
What? Where?
Fuyusaka-kun! Number 15's taken damage to the rear exhaust system.
Sentinel number 13. Activated.
Another Sentinel's been transmitted behind you, Fuyusaka-kun. But who is it?
This is Sentinel number 13. Moving to cover Fuyusaka-san.
Kurabe, what are you doing here?
I can't let this turn out like Sector 3.
Izumi? No. There's no way his memory could have returned.
I remember doing this in my dreams. I think I can do this.
Wait until we call for backup, Izumi.
My name is Juro Kurabe. Gotta think. Got it! I did it!
What a pilot. That really isn't Izumi? But how?
robot, and...
Oh, good. Looks like you're okay.
Kurabe-kun?
Fuyusaka-san. Everything you said came true.
We got kaiju everywhere, right?
I think I prefer my kaiju to stay on the silver screen. Looks like there's more on the way. Can you get your Sentinel up?
I'll try, but... I think it might be broken in some places.
You're in a second-generation Sentinel. It weighs around 2,200 tons. With that kind of weight, it can end up crushing its own components if it collapses.
This big robot looks so tough. Is it really that useless if it falls over?
Don't let your guard down. We have another wave of D-forces inbound.
You keep talking about them like that. What are these D-forces?
Daimos. They're the kaiju.
That's them. They're trying to reach the mainframe in the depths below. That's why they attack every terminal that has a connection to it.
If they manage to reach the mainframe, this city will be wiped out.
But we can't stay on the defensive forever. With so few of us, we could never sustain it. Instead, we have to rely on the terminal's internal defenses, a specialized program. That puts up an impenetrable shield around the area. The D-forces would be completely locked out.
That's gotta be the Aegis system Miss Morimura was talking about. But is it even safe to use?
We're only using it to buy time.
How do we activate it?
Whichever one of you is closest, move to the D-forces invasion point.
Invasion point? You mean where the kaiju are all trying to get to?
Yes, the terminal sits directly below that point.
What now?
Stay calm. Number 15, moving out.
You made it. That's where you send the signal to the terminal 300 meters underground. Either of your access IDs should be capable of activating it.
And that'll fix it? That's enough to get rid of all the kaiju?
No, it won't be that simple.
The defense systems have a long startup. We'll need to buy enough time for Aegis to initialize. Until it activates, our mission is to keep the D-forces away from the terminal.
We'll try.
Warning. Daimos signatures identified. Enemy in range. Preparing to intercept. Initiating tactical analysis.
Aegis activation confirmed. This area is now protected. Are your Sentinels still operational?
Mine's doing okay.
I can still fight. Who's there? Are you fighting?
You're in a Sentinel. You're going to tell me who you are, now. I believe that's Sentinel number 12, Okino's machine.
I'm Takatoshi Hijiyama, and this is my Sentinel. Takatoshi Hijiyama. You were with Okino-kun before. I've come to save the human race. Leave this region to me.
He cut off his comms. I found his Sentinel's location, but it's a ways from your position.
He's not gonna try taking them all on by himself, is he?
I'll move to rendezvous. You two should keep going towards the next combat zone.
Oh, wait! Which way is the next zone?
It's this way. Follow me. The Sentinels are incredible weapons. If we could deploy them in the mainland war, they could instantly turn the tide.
That war's been over for decades, Hijiyama-kun. You can stop worrying about it.
We will never stop until our foes lie dead. I'm not about to forget my duty, Okino. Where to next?
Don't get ahead of yourself. We're not done here.
Reinforcements. I see kaiju gathering from across the whole city.
I'll release some more drones to expand our search range.
Good. Leave the fisticuffs to me.
What I'm worried about is the G-molars in the back. You see them?
Jamolar? Is that what you call the big round ones?
No, G-molar. As in, with the letter G? It stands for... You know what? Never mind. A G-molar is a Deimos built for excavation. It uses the spinning blades on its back to dig into the ground. They need to bore a path to the terminal. It's the core of their strategy, and we need to stop them.
A slowpoke like that? All I need is one strike to take that one out.
They can withstand intensely high pressures and break through any rock. If you underestimate it, you're the one who's going to get taken out.
Is that where they're headed?
Yes, that's the point closest from the surface to the terminal. But your Sentinel's a first gen, which means more mobility. That'll come in handy here. Can you take out some kaiju on your way there?
I don't have much choice. We're going in. More enemies. Is there no end to them?
Looks like I made it in time. I'm going to activate Aegis before they overwhelm us.
You're that guy from before. What are you scheming? I won't allow it!
Wait, Hijiyama-kun. Let him handle this.
Are you sure? He's about to do something to the saucer.
It's all part of the plan. Besides, there's something I want us to try.
Fine. I trust you.
The terminal has a few defense mechanisms in place. Now that we've got access to them, you should be able to command them yourself. Let the terminal attack the kaiju directly.
We can make the saucer itself attack them?
Let's give this one a shot. This phase plasma EMP.
Unbelievable. I'm acting like an amateur.
What did you just do?
The terminal forced a shutdown of designated targets within range.
That was amazing. Let's fire off some more of those.
Don't know if we can do that, but we have a couple other tricks up our sleeve. Let me take a look.
A fine hit! Is that it?
Aegis activation confirmed.
All the hostiles in range destroyed themselves. Like magic.
If we had that kind of weaponry, you should have told me. Why bother with the Sentinels when we have this?
It takes time to activate, and if we get taken out before it's ready, then it's all over.
It means the terminal would be fully locked down. Nobody could ever open it again.
Is that a bad thing?
This is Renya Goto. You were one of the compatible pilots from Sector 5. Who are you communicating with?
I'd really rather not deal with this. Don't tell him, Hijiyama-kun.
No one. I'm fighting solo.
Sentinel signals detected.
Sentinels are being activated in another location. Number 17 and number 19. Just how many Sentinels are online now?
How am I doing, Miura-kun? Anything I'm screwing up here?
Doing just fine, Natsuno-san. You're a natural.
This was his last gift to me. I gotta do this right so I don't let him down. Don't we have a bunch of bad guys everywhere already? Should we really be deployed all the way out here?
Our Sentinels were designed chiefly for long-range attacks. I was taught that my primary tactic should be long-distance annihilation. Never give them a chance to close in.
So if they do get too close, that's bad news?
Well, we've got electromagnetic battering rams for both arms in case of close quarters combat. But we can't let them surround us. I don't know if we could fight our way out of that.
Okay, got it.
Warning. Dymo signatures approaching. Preparing to intercept. Initiating tactical analysis.
They're coming. Mirakun, they're coming! What do we do? Should we shoot?
Stay calm, Natsuno-san. Get a clear look at the opposing forces. The enemy may have more numbers than us, but we can hit them all in one fell swoop.
Mirakun, I'm kinda shook up here.
We'll be okay. We can use the electromagnetic rounds. Shake them up instead.
Look, Mirakun! They're coming at us in one straight line!
I'm in the perfect position. Enemy signal terminated.
That was awesome! You got them all in one shot!
That electromagnetic round has the power of a salvo from 46-centimeter battleship-mounted cannons. But a weapon that powerful comes with high energy costs and high risks to match. If you don't use it carefully, you might end up out of power at the worst possible moment.
Roger that! We got through it!
For a first-time pilot, those were some impressive moves out there.
Couldn't have done it without you, Mirakun.
Warning. Dymo signatures identified. Enemy in range.
What? There's more? How many of these guys are there?
This isn't good. Looks like they're deploying wide-range attackers of their own. Let me check the Sentinels' data. Maybe we have a dossier in here somewhere. There we go. A surface wrecker. Colloquially called a twin tail. Is that all we have?
It's coming, Mirakun. Do we attack?
Wait, I think we have new enemies inbound. Actually, isn't that...
Sentinels number 13 and 15. Are they friendly?
We're activating Aegis. This terminal will close soon.
What? Juro-kun? You're in a Sentinel too? It is Yuna-chan! We're here to help! No way! You too, Yuri? What's going on?
Thank you, Juro-kun. I couldn't have asked for better support.
We have to defend the terminal until the systems activate.
Na-chan, let's do this together!
Aegis has been activated. Terminal's been closed.
I can't see any more kaiju around. Is that it? Did we beat them? Looks like it.
No. This is still just the beginning. If they can't use this terminal, they'll just move on to the next one.
If that's true, the more targets they lose, the more desperate our enemies will get, and the harder they'll fight.
Yeah. These battles are only going to get tougher.
Seriously? My Sentinel can't take much more of this. It's like that thing has a wall protecting it. How am I supposed to damage it? Judging by the big crane, that one's probably a high quad. Tommy, why are you... What are you so surprised about? This is my Sentinel, isn't it? Seriously, Megumi, I wish you'd just told me. I have to apologize. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't be... Look, there's only one thing I want an apology for. I got that switch because you shot me, right? Because, like, did you have to put it on my back? I'm gonna give myself a cramp swiping that thing. But you gotta fall back, Megumi. Your Sentinel's at its limit. I'll handle this. No, Tommy. We'll fight together. Come on, dork. What's the point of fighting together if it gets you killed? You gonna be dumb? Or you gonna listen to your best friend? Yeah, you're right.
Sentinel number 23. Returned.
Wait a sec. I get it now. This thing's the cockpit of my Sentinel.
You charged out first all thumping your chest, and it took you this long to get here?
The train stopped. I got kinda lost in the crowd. But I got this now, Kisaragi. You can hang back where it's safer, okay?
I just got here, you moron. I'm not going anywhere.
Fine, whatever. Just tell me which of these bozos I gotta trash.
The one with 4 legs, right in front of you. Tomi's Sentinel won't be much good against it. But your first-generation Sentinel is perfect for close combat.
Yeah! There it goes!
Did they just get reinforcements? We've got 2 more threats incoming.
Fine by me. I was just thinking I was running out of asses to kick.
My Sentinel's fixed. I can get back on the field. Please, Tomi, let me fight with you.
Sentinel number 23. Transmitted.
I'll protect you. 2 girls and their robots against the world. You know, we could record this and be set for life. They all vanished. What just happened?
Aegis activation confirmed. That area is now secure.
Hey, he's that second year.
Renya Goto. He's from the future. And further into the future than me. Megumi, when we're done with all this fighting, we should go get some crepes. I know a great little place near school. Yeah, wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yakushiji, prepare to intercept. The D-forces have changed course.
Calm down, Yuki-chan. We've got kaiju on all sides here.
I don't take orders from you. I gotta find Nachan.
Wait, something's coming up. It's a Sentinel. Number 22?
Number 22, advancing. 2 aerial models, which means Amiguchi and Takamiya, I presume.
It's just Goto.
We're going to have the terminal defend itself. I'll need your help.
Screw you, buddy. Do it yourself. If I don't find Nachan fast.
There! I finally got through! Yuki-chan, it's me!
Nachan! I'm glad you're safe. Wait, you got in? I thought I told you that thing was dangerous.
Just hold on. I'm on my way.
What? No! No, you stay back where it's safe. We got buttloads of kaiju over here. Damn it. Goto, we gotta do something, now.
Glad to hear you're feeling so cooperative.
I see things in the air. Are those enemies too?
I've confirmed their position. Those are aerial dymos called Hunters.
Great. We got flyers now?
They specialize in aerial mobility, much like our 4th-generation Sentinels. Melee attacks won't reach them. We can't rely on ground-based missiles either.
Kinda short on anti-air options here. Amiguchi-kun, just collect the metachips. They can expand our mech's functions and unlock new weapons.
How about you guys handle this tech stuff, and I just kick the shit out of them?
Ooh, boy, we all better watch out for her.
They're splitting up.
Some of those guys look pretty tough. Okay, there's a lot of them, but as long as we stay cool and stick to the plan...
These clowns are gonna need more than numbers to take me down. You want a piece of me, shitheads? Come and get it! What the hell just happened?
Aegis activation confirmed. This area's terminal has been shut down.
Wow! Did you see that, Yuki-chan? That UFO must have some unbelievable power.
Calm down, Amiguchi. We still gotta meet up with Nachan.
Calm down, she says. Like she wasn't the one raging out a second ago.
Number 19, commence movement. The scout unit's picking up multiple Sentinels. Some are even fighting.
Kitaro, holding up all right?
Takatoshi-san, so it was you.
No matter the war, it's an honor to fight at your side. Shinonome-kun, you deployed without permission from the Shikishima facility?
It's my Sentinel, isn't it?
Another Sentinel's being transmitted close by.
Quite a party here. Did I miss an invitation?
Hey-kun!
You came too, Sekigahara? And why are you in that Sentinel? As long as it's functional, does it matter? I didn't come here for more of Sekigahara's flim-flam. I'm going back to the front lines. Wait. Stay in position. If any one of us tries to do this alone, we lose any chance we have at victory. Fine. So you call the shots. You're the only one here with command experience. We will split into teams, individually prioritizing attack and defense. The assault team will include Sekigahara, Shinonome, Karabe, Hijiyama, Miura, and myself. The rest of you will defend the terminal until Aegis activates. Operation Aegis. We're really doing this, huh?
We're short on firepower and time. We'll need every trick, every weapon in our arsenal. Right?
For the next assault, we will form and deploy 2 squads. One to launch an attack, and one on defense.
Jeez. With this few people? What's the point of splitting us up?
Yeah, why don't we all just gang up and beat the crap out of them?
No. We need to focus on protection. The kaiju are going to try to burrow underground to attack the terminal. If they get that far, then the Sentinels won't be enough to stop them.
This is the only way we can stop them. We cannot allow even a single one through. If they manage to get past our defense squad, then our battle really will be over. We need to balance our priority between defense and directly neutralizing the invasion force.
Fine. My place is in the offensive line.
You guys just hang back and watch me kick their shit in.
Your units will have a hard time dealing with aerial enemies. But we can predict the kinds of Deimos we'll be seeing in the oncoming waves. We should probably build our offensive team based on what we know they'll be up against.
Then we have our plan. Let's move out!
Easy there, Hijiyama-kun.
Don't easy there, me. I'm trying to lead the charge.
I just want to go over something before the battle kicks off. Let's try improving the Sentinel.
What, a refit? Right now?
Sort of. This is one of the meta-systems we managed to analyze. Basically, we can use those meta-chips you earn in battle. With those, we can make some serious improvements to our armaments and the Sentinels themselves. You might even be able to make some brand new armaments on the fly.
That's amazing, Okino. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Well, I haven't even tested it yet. I didn't have a way to confirm it. But hey, no time like the present. So let's give it a try.
I hope we don't break it.
So this is another part of the meta systems? This is a really impressive find.
You're telling me these Sentinels can be even more powerful? Do we really have time for this? I'm still not sure if I get it.
Yeah. Maybe this shit'll make sense once I actually get to punch something.
That should be enough. Even if there's something we forgot, there's no turning back now.
Yeah. Let's get going.
Ow! Jeez. Walking in this thing is rough. I've got this weird pressure in my legs, like they're super cramped. It's not just me, right? All I can think about is how weird it is to see you in a robot, Usami-chan. I mean, I heard about the kind of dreams you've been having. It's super weird to me, too. But I kind of figured you might be involved in all this too, Iori.
At any rate, that would be the mech's nerve connection. The pain is because your nerves aren't used to it yet. More time in the pilot's seat will help condition your body. Eventually, you won't even notice it anymore. Well, a force of 13 Sentinels makes a formidable team, even accounting for the pilot's inexperience.
But the assaults are gonna be a lot worse than the one on Sector 3.
You're kidding. It'll be even worse than the attack on my city?
Warning. Daimos signatures identified. Enemy in range.
They're here. Eyes up, everyone.
Looks like all the enemy signals are gone.
How long you been sitting on that trick? Why can't we just do that to all of them?
If it was that simple, we wouldn't be struggling. The Aegis can't activate unless they get close enough to the terminal.
They're after the mainframe in the UFO underground. Their goal is to slip into terminals stationed in various positions across the UFO.
If they seize control of the mainframe, our world is as good as gone. Our current situation demands a defensive approach. To keep the terminals safe, we have to rely on the Aegis.
So what? The best we can hope for is to keep this one thing safe? Makes it sound like we're getting the shit kicked out of us.
It's true. All we can hope for is to protect it to the end.
Info's up. About those creepy-looking Daimos? They're excavation models. Drill flies, looks like.
Those things are already flying. You're telling me they go underground, too? Not great from my mech. I can punch like a truck, but I can't reach the guys in the air.
The EMP's what you want there. They'll come crashing down to punching range.
Pain in the ass, though.
Losing the Type 98 tank was a big factor in the design. The first-gen Sentinels went in hard on close-quarters combat. They ended up with a focus on raw power over mobility. They didn't know they'd have to deal with these flyers.
Hey, hold on a sec, Amiguchi. How do you know all this crap?
Well, funny story. Guess you could say it just came to me in a dream.
The hell are you talking about?
Eesh, what a mess. At least this area's okay now.
My head's been really hurting for a while now. Is something going wrong?
Now that you say that, mine's pounding too. Something messing with our heads.
That's the operating limit of your Sentinel. You'll feel better once you're out. Piloting the Sentinel is an intensely demanding process. Using it puts massive pressure on your brain. You can't remain deployed for extended periods, or you start getting backlash.
Don't overdo it. I'm not responsible if you end up decoupling your brain from your nanomachines. I suggest you get out of the Sentinel right now, unless you want to forget your entire life.
Not exactly a user-friendly robot. Let's get out of these, Fuyusaka.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's like a tripod.
Oh, that's a high quad. I just bought one earlier. It's basically just a huge crane, though, right?
Don't underestimate it. That thing's set with all kinds of weapons and defensive devices. The plasma cannon's what you need to watch out for. Sentinel armor doesn't stand a chance against it.
But it's just a big dumb crane. Why'd they put all the weapons on it?
Once they started facing resistance, they updated their designs, trying to match our own force.
Wait, you mean those things only have weapons because the Sentinels showed up?
Maybe. But we can still take them down. At least, we probably can.
Keep it together. Everything will work out. How do you know that, Megumi?
They're coming. Be careful. We're toast if we don't win here, right? So, let's get out there and fight back.
Aegis activation confirmed.
Damn it. The whole city's on fire.
that how this is gonna go? Whether we win or lose, we're ruining thousands of people's lives?
We have evacuation measures in place, but they're far from perfect. The efforts still lack direction. We tried to reach out to governments and financial institutions through Shikishima, for all the good that did.
What are we gonna do? Not fight back? This is all we can do if we want to save the world from these creeps. We've got kaiju signals popping up nearby another terminal.
We got tons of civilians over there, thanks to all the highways being backed up.
Come on, Miwako. Please tell me you didn't take a bus. Hey, maybe we could send a drone out to check on Miwako?
On it. Worth a shot anyway. Hope my mom and dad made it out. I told them exactly what to do.
We have to deal with these now? This isn't gonna be pretty.
What, these wheelie guys? Are they really that bad?
Drum mines. They're bombs originally intended for excavation support. Its entire body is filled with RDX. Once a target's within blast range, the whole kaiju detonates.
A single drum mine self-destructing could cause incredible damage to our Sentinels.
You know, that sounds like something we might be able to use.
True. If we knock them away just before detonation, that could wipe out a whole swarm of kaiju at once.
We use their own weapons against them. But is it really going to be that easy?
Now you're talking. We'll give them a taste of their own damn medicine.
I used to hang out there all the time back in middle school.
Damn it. Hope everyone got out okay. It's never easy to see your own home up in flames. I know this must be hard.
We're fighting to defend our homeland. We knew going in we wouldn't come out unscathed.
Even if we win this fight, how many people are we gonna lose? God damn it. Is any of the city even gonna be left?
Get a hold of yourself, Ogata. If we lose here, nobody makes it out alive.
Even if it ends up tearing this city apart, what else can we do but fight back?
Warning. Daimo signatures identified. Enemy in range. Preparing to intercept. Initiating tactical analysis.
An aerial enemy. And it's huge. Is that a bomber?
You see that, Ogata? Looks familiar, right?
Oh, that interstellar development stuff we saw. Back in the dead kaiju.
Yeah. Can we get any more info out of the Sentinel computers?
Wait, I think I've seen this. The command ship had some data on this trilobite guy. Hold on. Looks like we're seeing a Terra carrier. It's a transport craft for carrying resources.
Okay, but what's it carrying? This thing's gotta be more than just a big-ass turnip truck.
Says here it can take atmospheric movement and re-entry. The hull's surrounded by magnetic repulsion.
A magnetic field? So, like, it'll deflect our shots?
We don't know anything about its payload, but it seems hell-bent on delivering it. Whatever the hell it is, it ain't gonna be fun. Let's take it out before it can drop the goods.
Hijiyama-kun, use the phase plasma EMP. The flying kaiju will lose control and drop out of the sky. If you get surrounded, it's a good fallback.
Good for me, but what about the city?
Aegis activation confirmed. The terminal is now completely sealed off.
We did it.
They've changed targets. The next terminal is just over there.
They're already on the move.
Can't even let us catch our breath, huh?
I haven't hit my operating limit yet, but I'll be dismounting the Sentinel temporarily.
Whoa, hey, then who's taking point?
We don't need orders to kick some ass. Sentinel, activate. You can relax, kids. I'm back in the fight.
I won't be long. I'll leave the rest to you.
Fine then. Let's roll, Yuki-chan.
Everyone here?
Is it just me, or is my robot a little slower than everyone else's?
The second-generation Sentinels are more heavily armed than other models, but also more heavy in general. They're well over 2,000 tons, so careful where you step. Don't want to crash through some underground structure.
The fusion reactor on it is pretty heavy. But its energy output is off the charts. Enough that it can power a plasma arc fusion cutter. Once you know how to use that, you'll be slicing up kaiju like a knife through butter.
Their original purpose was to break down massive pillars for high-rise buildings. Of course they'd be heavy. But in a close-quarters fight, that 1,300-ton grip strength will come in handy.
Second-generation models are linked to a squad of support units, too. They'll respond to distress calls. If you can figure out the best time to use them, you might just turn the tides of battle.
I don't know if I can remember all that. Oh, jeez, that's not good. I found Miwa-chan with the drone. You found her? Ah, that's a relief. No, listen. Miwa-chan's heading right for the next terminal. What? Miwako, what are you doing? That girl has no sense of direction. We can't just leave her. I'm gonna go meet up with her. We'll make sure she runs somewhere safer. We're counting on you.
Where's Kisaragi? Where did she just run off to?
Well,
Kisaragi, what's your status? Answer me. Kisaragi, that girl is...
I know. I'll get back to the battle once Miwako's safe.
That kaiju just looks like it's got a big fan on it. What even is that thing?
That's an Apsos. More officially, it's an APS feeder.
Oh, that one. They're pretty nasty to fight. They can put up deflective barriers.
Probably easier to say it's like a support kaiju that can give other kaiju shields.
It's got shields?
A shield matrix. The 4th-gen Sentinels have those as well.
Oh, I get it. Like the one on Amiguchi-kun's Sentinel.
Your own 3rd-gen unit should have a weapon that can disable that too.
The EMP stunner. I think that's the one.
That'll stop the D-forces in their tracks with an electromagnetic pulse. The EMP should also deactivate any shields they have up too.
That said, you'd be better off destroying them before they get the shields up at all. All units fighting the kaiju. Can you hear me?
Who's that? How'd you get on this channel?
Wait, here's a girl Miwako was helping.
Chihiro? Is that you, Chihiro?
I'm Chihiro Morimura. What?
That's our teacher's name.
I'm going to evacuate the populace all at once. Readouts say 1.2 million people in Sector 4. They'll all be force shifted to the year 2025, as in Sector 3.
To the year 2025?
You're shifting over 1 million people?
So you don't have to worry about any civilian casualties. That's all.
Chihiro, wait a minute.
Look! All the people vanished from the city. It looks like the battlefield is totally empty.
She really evacuated 1.2 million people. You did all that, Chihiro?
That's crazy, Chihiro-chan. What did she even do?
The D-forces are coming. But it's like she said. Now we can fight without worrying about collateral damage.
Yikes. There's a ton of those bug guys coming this way.
They're bigger than tanks, but still too small for Sentinels. They'll be pretty hard for us to hit.
Workers, about 8 meters in size. They're general-purpose drones that can handle any terrain. They can also link up with the quadruped units. They form a kind of crane arm. The Aegis activated. The city's definitely taken damage, but no casualties.
Back in the days when I ran with my gang, I used to talk about how I wanted to tear this whole city down. Never thought I'd actually end up destroying it in some big robot battle.
But you're still fighting to protect it. There's not much more we can do.
Yeah, who asked you? What the hell would you know about how I feel?
If you're going to lash out at people, could you try not to do it when our lives are at stake?
Who asked you?
Come on, Yuki-chan.
Yeah, Look, I'm sorry. All this shit's just getting to me. My Sentinel looks pretty skinny compared to you guys. Don't tell me I got stuck with a wimpy one.
Its shoulder gyros can carry up to 600 tons, so it can fly, but it's about a quarter of the weight of a 3rd gen.
But hey, that's some crazy mobility, Yuki-chan. Besides, it's got a lot of power in those legs, right?
The spiked heels are powerful pile bunkers. They can also release a high-voltage surge to overload enemy internals. But that requires a massive amount of energy. If you overuse it without any cooldown, you'll find yourself out of power fast.
Looks like they changed targets. Now they're going for another terminal a ways off.
You guys go on ahead. I'm giving my Sentinel a break for repairs. I'll go find a motorcycle nearby and catch up.
Stealing bikes again? Thought you said you were gonna stop that shit.
Hey, don't say it like that. I'm just borrowing it. Cut me some slack, man. It's an emergency.
Could you give me a ride?
You're dismounting too, Shinonome-senpai? Sure, let's go.
You're gonna let her ride behind you?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Don't tell me you're...
No, dumbass, I am not jealous. I got places to be.
That's a hefty chunk of them we've taken out. They can't have infinite numbers. Shouldn't we have put them on the defensive by now?
Something like that. You should have at least made a dent, but somehow... Goto-kun found the math on how many kaiju were produced, but those figures aren't matching up with what we're seeing. By now, you've taken down more than we ever thought were made.
Maybe his numbers were off.
No, the math was based on the factory in 2105 running at full capacity. Our own projections corroborated what he found.
Then, what does this mean? Why are there so many?
Wait, what's that?
Warning. Dino signatures identified. Enemy in range.
Strange. That kaiju isn't in our data. It must be a new model.
Hey, the signals are picking up fast. Oh, shit. Is that thing making more?
I know this one. It wasn't meant for land or terraforming. It was in the data for interstellar development.
An RPF. That's a roving production facility. Guess we know how they boosted their numbers now.
Finally, we managed to take it out.
Don't relax yet. Judging by the jump in numbers, there's no way it was just the one.
Warning. Dino signatures identified. Enemy in range.
Looks like that one's manufacturing drill flies.
What a nightmare. Machines giving birth to increase their numbers?
That one's probably assigned to a single kaiju type too.
More of those flies?
No, this one looks like it's churning out twin tails.
Again?
This RPF looks like it's working on drum mines.
Those self-destructing ones? Just our luck.
Can you hear me? All Sentinel pilots, please listen to me.
What the? Hey, ain't she that singer from TV?
Miyuki Inaba. We're lucky to have her.
I'm going to try reaching the mainframe. If I can, this nightmare will finally end. But I can't do it without help. I need you to protect the terminals from Daimos intrusion. You're fixing the mainframe? You mean the big underground computer?
I see. So this is Okino's last resort.
Your survival hinges on this. If Universal Control can finish processing my commands, you'll all get through this alive. If we can keep the Daimos from interrupting the process before the mainframe destroys your world, we can save everyone. I just need time. The rest is up to you. Please, protect the terminals from the Daimos.
Multiple Daimos signatures confirmed. We're starting to get even more of them.
That's weird. They're a little different from the D-forces in the database. What do you mean? They're similar to their original designs, but they've been modified and optimized further. The system's making changes to the kaiju on the fly, specifically to fight all of you. My current processing is at 6%. Be careful, everyone.
I don't know how long we gotta hold out here, but not gonna back down now.
The database has been updated. I guess we have number 16 to thank for that.
Those little buggy bastards are even faster now.
If we let any of them through, they'll swarm the terminal in seconds.
Then, even that G-Molar? Its power unit's been upgraded. Now it's got even more destructive potential.
Not just offense. Some kind of new alloy's been integrated into the defensive shell.
If the shell's harder, then we just punch it harder. It's gotta crack eventually.
Everyone listen up. Each of you needs to check this, meta system business.
Something's been added to the system. Did you do all this data analysis?
Do I sound like I understand all this egghead talk? I'm just relaying a message.
From who?
Well, that child from earlier.
Chihiro did this? So she is helping us.
Let's hope.
Warning. Daimos signatures approaching.
Daimos signatures. That means they're coming.
More of these freaking flyers? Man, why am I stuck on the ground?
Quit whining. I wish mine was stuck on the ground. If it meant I could hit like a train.
The 4th generation models have some unique features. They can use the latest plasma weaponry and interceptors. On top of that, they're equipped with barriers and high-output laser weapons that didn't exist at the turn of the 22nd century. The rotors matched the drill flies, and the barrier was clearly taken from Apsos technology, meaning the 4th generation mechs were created by Okino, derived from the designs of the Daimos themselves.
Is that true?
He makes it sound so cool. I was basically copy-pasting random design elements with no idea how it'd actually work. Really, the Sentinels have always kind of been siblings to the Daimos.
I know it's kind of late, but maybe you'd know, Sekigahara. They're attacking the mainframe from these terminal things, right? That means these terminals are all huge weak spots. So why are there so goddamn many of them?
We covered this already. The mainframe uses them to control and maintain the city. They're laid out in a network, like a massive nervous system. That's why the kaiju are going after them.
So, it's the UFO that's going to destroy our city?
You don't know anything, huh? This ain't even our city. It's been a damn cage. Ever since we were born.
It's that thing again. The one that spits out its filthy brood.
Judging by the data we got earlier, it's not the same as the RPF we fought before. Looks like its design was improved too.
Back in 2064, we didn't have to deal with those. What do we know about this kaiju? Any extra intel could help here.
I saw this in the files on Shikishima's space initiative. The RPF was made for deep space exploration.
It's the ultimate manufactory. Its nanomachine forge can handle all steps of production, even raw material synthesis. It's an auto-propagating machine that can generate near-endless copies of itself.
A true monster.
Be careful. Those minor kaiju are new models too.
What's wrong, Okino? We made it through all that, but something's clearly bothering you.
Well, it's like this. The RPF probably didn't show up before this loop. We've seen the Deimos system using not only civic development machines, but space exploration tech. So if the system's expanding its reference data based on its opponents, then, based on current feedback, it's entirely possible.
What is? Stop dancing around it.
Well, I mentioned the Sentinels were like siblings to the Deimos, right?
Wait. You're not saying...
I'm saying I've got a bad feeling about this.
Hey, Amiguchi. Kinda brings back some memories, huh? It's like our brawl on the big bridge.
Oh yeah, when we threw down with those Curry High punks in middle school? Kinda went south when someone called the cops on us. We all had to jump in the river to get away.
Sure, but that was after we knocked 20 of those chumps on their asses. Got the same kind of feeling seeing these clowns is all. Square up, strap in, kick ass.
Are you two done trying to prove how badass you were in middle school? Give me a break.
This coming from the leader of the Suzu High Girls?
They're here. As moving as this nostalgia's been, you need to stop wasting time and start wasting kaiju.
The hell'd you say? Hey, asshole, get back here!
Hey, don't go picking fights in our own squad. What, you're not gonna stop him?
Ogata's fine. He got up in my face like that when we first met, and now we're cool. Let's go.
Hard to get the upper hand when their numbers keep increasing so fast. Any units equipped with EMPs should fire at will. That electromagnetic pulse will slow them down.
EMP? Is that what this clunky thing on my leg is?
Oh, this was in one of my sci-fi books. It uses these big electromagnetic waves to take out electrical circuits.
It's a tool made for localized operations. The EMP pulse is generated from the attached plasma dome.
But the Sentinels are machines too. Can we afford to set that off near allies?
Each Sentinel automatically shields itself when it detects an allied mech firing an EMP. The enemies need a moment to bring their systems back online. It's a temporary effect, but it can still buy us some time.
Deimos signatures. Look there.
Warning. Deimos signatures approaching. Preparing to intercept. Initiating tactical analysis.
Are those Sentinels? Are they on our side?
They look like first-gen models, but they're giving off Deimos signatures.
Most likely, they're the first-generation units we lost in the battle at Sector 2.
So they were seized and repurposed?
Repurposed. Well, it may be more accurate to say they were reset. When we attempted to deploy automated Sentinels, they behaved as if they were Deimos. During the battle at Sector 2, Units 1 to 11 were being remotely controlled by me.
You piloted 11 units by yourself? At the same time?
It wasn't efficient, and the D-forces were clearly influencing their processes and abilities.
And that's why we directly control them now. Too many problems with automation.
I thought they were destroyed in that battle.
I don't know if it's that simple.
Juro, what do you mean by that?
Look, they're coming. They seem like pretty heavy units. And they've even got the composite ceramic armor.
So they're close quarters Deimos frontliners now. If we don't shut them down, the terminal won't last.
Unfortunately, it looks like I was right. Those weren't captured Sentinels. These Sentinels' ID codes were all 3 digits. They were newly created as Deimos units.
They were the same type as the number 12 pilot.
Ida-san was the one who put the first gens together. I just helped out. The auxiliary stuff was from my design, like the EMPs and the anti-air flares. But these things were never meant to have a direct pilot. The original spec had them all automated.
Explains why the enemy got a hold of them.
That also means it's got a more unstable connection to its pilot. We had to put a limiter on its functions.
So its true power is being restrained? What would happen if that limiter came off?
You'll get a huge boost in maneuverability, but it'll put an incredible strain on the pilot, too.
A small price for new power, and nothing a true son of Japan can't handle. Sounds like it might have its advantages anyway. I'll have to let Sekigahara and Nogata know.
They just don't let up.
This seems pretty rough on you, Fuyusaka-san. You okay?
I'm fine. Everyone else is doing their best, so I can keep going.
You need to know when to use your support units. The Guardian types are especially important. They spike the D-Force's threat identification signals. It makes them think it's a high-priority target. They can draw attention away from us as a decoy unit. That can distract the enemy away from us and the terminals.
The EMP equipment on the first gens can get us some breathing room too. Though it tends to draw their attention instead of diverting it. It can be a risky move.
A true soldier faces his foes head-on with pride. I couldn't ask a better chance at glory.
These things just don't stop. How long we gotta keep this up?
If we could activate the Aegis faster, maybe we could mitigate some of our exhaustion as well. Actually, what do we know about this self-defense mechanism?
Universal Control oversees the world through the terminals. But the defense functions refuse to respond when the terminals are under kaiju attack. The mainframe would go down without even noticing it was compromised.
So when it comes to the kaiju, the system's paralyzed?
That's one way to put it. And Operation Aegis is about covering for that weakness. The Deimos attacks open up vulnerabilities so they can attack the terminals. We exploit those same vulnerabilities with some low-grade hacking to provoke the terminal's security. And trigger the defenses ourselves. The Aegis system activates, and the terminal locks out the kaiju intrusion. If the threat of the Deimos is too subtle for detection, then we simply present a more obvious one.
So it's a ruse. Like sounding a fire alarm with no fire to get people bounding out of their bunks.
Familiar shenanigans. Isn't that why they used to call you a no-account rascal?
At any rate, that's why we can't activate it until the D-forces are close enough to the terminals.
Hijiyama-kun, we have a problem.
What's wrong, Okino?
I just finished an analysis of the D-Code's most recent changes. It looks like they've really souped up their missile weaponry.
More improvements. I suppose that's proof the Sentinels have them rattled, at least.
That's not all. We've got ground-piercing missiles on the field now. Those units are probably gunning for the terminals. You'll need Sentinels who can work on anti-air defense. If you can't shoot them down, this'll get ugly.
If it comes down to it, I can be the decoy. Flying bombs aren't enough to bring me down.
Never expected the Deimos would have that many missile launchers set. If other waves are going to be this missile-heavy, we'll need to improve our anti-air defensive flares. The 4th generation's flare torpedoes can take out missiles as well.
Understood, Juro. I'll keep an eye on their missiles. Hey, how exactly do you know all this stuff? You sure you're not Juro Izumi in there?
I'm sure. But I know him, and I know what we're up against.
Something coming from up top.
Daimo's signature's identified. Stay calm and let the Sentinel analyze it.
I know that one. It's another of those huge carriers.
No, it's similar, but we haven't seen this one. Probably a new model of the Terra carrier.
Looks like they've got squadrons of flying weapons. Natsuno-san, get ready for anti-air combat.
Right!
Aegis activated. No sign of any other Deimos signatures. Guess we've got a moment to catch our breath.
Ow!
What's up?
There's rubble everywhere down on the ground. I just tripped.
Jeez, you're shaking like a leaf. Let me see it. Looks like a scrape. I got some bandages on me. Give me your hand. Man, yours are so soft.
Oh, Takamiya-san.
Careful next time, okay?
Whoa, what the... Why is my heart racing right now? Wait, does that mean... But I didn't think I was... I mean, what if... Whoa, what's got you all blushy? It's not like that. I'm not cheating. A-kun's the only one I need. Where the heck did that come from?
I have to say, the composite ceramic armor. Our enemies have some smart-looking defenses. Between kit like that and a chance to disengage my limiters, my Sentinel would be invincible.
Sounds to me like you're just looking for an excuse to punch them.
I have all I need. Let them send their machine swarms and their four-legged beasts. I'll take them all down myself.
Not without an EMP, dumbass. You can't just punch the flyers and the shield guys. Why do you even want extra armor? Isn't that why you got your defense mode?
You need to pick your equipment based on the situation. If you two want to play hero, do it on your own time.
What'd you say? You really are trying to start shit, huh?
Don't let me in with Ogata. I'm actually serious about winning.
Oh, and you don't think I'm serious, Hijiyama? Do I sound like I'm joking to you?
Hey, don't let me interrupt you guys, but we've got company.
We pushed them back somehow.
These fancy upgraded kaiju are no joke.
It's a vicious cycle. We're stuck in an arms race where we can only win by improving our own Sentinels.
I managed to analyze the new model of Apsos. It's not just the shields. Their auto-repair nanotech got a major boost too.
Seriously? I was just thinking it was weird how long they were lasting.
If we don't counter them with EMP equipment, we won't stand a chance. Having less direct offense isn't ideal, but if we don't disable them, they'll get out of control. Even then, we've already bought a lot of time. It can't be that long left.
All right. How much more time do we need for this big Save the World program?
Well... I have something to report to you all. Finally. Is this processing stuff done yet? It's well over 90% processed. We're so close. But there's a problem. As some of you may know, I'm working from the command ship in orbit. Unfortunately, it's still on that orbital path. Soon I'll be too far from your location. I'll lose signal, and I won't be able to communicate. And when that happens, the mainframe processing will be suspended. It'll be another 850 minutes before I come back from a full orbit. Until I can re-establish a connection, you have to hold on.
But that's just over 14 hours. We have to hold out until tomorrow afternoon?
Please don't give up hope. Until I get cut off, I promise I'll do everything I can.
This is insane. Have you seen how fast new ones keep appearing? There's no way we can fend them off for that long.
Say, as long as you're still here, maybe you could sing for us?
All right. As long as you can hear my voice, you'll know I'm still connected.
Warning. Dymo signatures approaching. Preparing to intercept. Initiating tactical analysis.
Well, sounds like she's gone.
Would you losers lighten up already? Everyone's acting like we already lost this.
She's right. This fight isn't over yet. If we do our best, I know we can pull through.
14 hours, though? That's nuts. Never had a brawl that lasted all night. Hell, we might be about to set a new record.
Man, think we can last until sunrise?
Look, Nutchan, the Cultural Science Museum. We went there on a field trip once. Oh yeah, an elementary school. Man, that takes me back. I hope it's still standing after all this.
Sometimes that's all it takes, huh? Just give us some magnets and levers to mess with, and we're happy.
Huh. Did you forget, Nanji-kun? That was where you proposed to me.
What?
Yeah, said you'd protect me forever. Oh, back in 2nd grade? He said that to me, too.
Oh, really? Well, Casanova, exactly how many girls have you proposed to?
What? Hey, I didn't mean it like that. Look, it was 2nd grade. I didn't know shit. I just wanted to be a hero. Protect everybody.
Dymo signatures. They're coming.
Perfect. Now I get to prove it.
Well, so much for that museum.
All the old pieces of our daily lives are getting left behind.
I feel bad for saying it, but it's kind of hard to focus on being sad when I'm this hungry.
That's only fair. We've been fighting these monsters non-stop since sundown. If I could have anything, well, I was hoping I could enjoy hamburger again someday.
Once this is all over, I'll make as much as you want.
Sounds good. Am I still invited to this?
Of course.
Guess I'd better stay alive then. Wouldn't want to miss it.
The D-forces already have us surrounded. We're pulling out all the stops here, but still. You think we can last until tomorrow afternoon? I know we can. I won't give up. I'll find a way. You're right. point waiting around and moping about it. If you want to win, you'll have to fight for it. And I'm not about to let you take the lead. I won't lose either. I'm not scared of them.
Yeah? Atta girl.
You just worked. The terminal's closed off.
What's wrong, Ryoko? Are you all right? You're not hurt somewhere, are you?
No, just tired, that's all.
Hey, don't try to cozy up to Ryoko-san. She's not your girlfriend anymore.
Wait, Goto-senpai and Shinonome-senpai dated?
I fail to see how that's relevant, Sekigahara. Yes. For about half a year during middle school. We split before we graduated.
But why? I don't remember.
It was her idea, and so was the breakup, though I couldn't tell you the reason.
My guess is you were the reason. The point is, stop bothering Ryoko-san.
Akun. Wonder if Miss Morimura is watching from somewhere.
Unfortunately, she's no longer with us.
What? Oh no.
We're lucky to be alive ourselves.
I see. You're right. Anything could happen. Akun, when this fight's over, let's go somewhere, okay? Just the two of us? We can go on your motorcycle, take a beach trip, or anything you want. Even if we get reborn as totally different people, I'd still find you again, Akun. So...
Then it's settled. I'll take you.
That's a promise, okay?
We need to be careful while we fight. We're doing a lot more collateral damage than I thought. But I guess it goes to show. If we think tactically with Guardians and EMPs, we'll gain more ground than just by attacking.
True enough. Against Apsos units, I'd recommend at least 2 EMP-capable Sentinels in the strike team.
We'll need flares equipped too. They're important for stopping missile assaults, Izumi-kun.
Good point, Shinonome-senpai. We need all the offense we can muster, so we can't waste it shooting down missiles. Okay. We can't afford to lose this.
Hijiyama-kun, I'm sorry I called you simple. You really are reliable. Always have been.
Okino? Where's this coming from?
I keep calculating and recalculating, and I always get the same result. I wish it was different, but you deserve to know. I measured the rate of incoming kaiju, and we can't win. There's 0 chance of surviving until tomorrow. A physical impossibility. We failed. It doesn't matter if we fight back. Our window is gone. It's over. If you don't want to tell the others, then I understand.
You understand nothing! Is that who you think I am? That I'll just give up simply because I'm told to? I'm not just fighting for my own survival. You know it's more than that!
Hijiyama-kun.
What an onslaught. It's unbelievable that we've lasted even this long. Yes. Is Megumi Yakushiji-san alright?
Huh? I am, but why specifically me?
I have to look out for you. I'd never forgive myself if I couldn't repay your kindness. You're the Yakisoba angel.
Oh, I knew I recognized you. You're the Yakisoba-pan guy, always wandering around school with one of them in your hand.
Takatoshi-san, is this really how they know you here?
Well, you see, to protect the homeland. Hell with it. Yakisoba is the food of the gods, and I'll never pretend otherwise.
Initiating tactical analysis.
Look, that's a new model of the RPF. Oh, and of course, it's friggin' gigantic. Who knows what kind of kaiju this one spits out? And there's a new model of the drum mine, too. Not sure what to expect from this one.
According to the computer's estimates, it's reinforced its shell, and the explosions will be magnitudes higher.
What happens if they rush the terminal? What the hell would we even do? If we let it through, that may be our last mistake. So that's it, huh? No more screwing around? I wanna laugh, but this ain't even funny. We have to stop it, no matter what.
That
It
easy?
just finally went through. Everyone okay?
Took long enough. Can't believe we actually survived that.
Yuki-chan's okay too. Are all the fights gonna be this bad now?
We've been working pretty hard. That's worth a little time off, right? Not like anyone's going to school tomorrow anyway. And I've got just the idea for Yuki-chan. How about a day at the amusement park?
What? Just you and me going?
Hey, it's the best reward I could ask for. Could be fun, right?
Fine, dumbass. You get your one date.
Really? I wasn't actually expecting...
So, for now, go kick some ass and try not to die.
Yuki-chan. Are they here? Not yet, right?
Don't push yourself so hard. I can hold the line here, Natsuno-san. Please, fall back if you need to. Natsuno-san?
You know, Miura-kun, you kinda remind me of BJ.
I do?
Weird, right? It's not like the two of you are that similar, even.
If I had to guess, it's because he felt the same way. You can withdraw, Natsuno-san. I'll stay here. As a shield.
I'm not going anywhere. Number 17's gonna win this for us. It's BJ's own Sentinel, after all.
You're right. He and that Sentinel are one and the same. And I know I can count on him to protect you.
Daimo's signature's approaching. They're coming.
Well, nothing else for it. Please, cover me. Now we just gotta slam the Aegis down on the others, right?
Unfortunately, it's not so simple. If we activate Aegis on all the terminals, time as we know it will stop in this world.
We'll stop time? You gotta be shitting me.
Our link to Universal Control would be completely cut off. Everyone but us will disappear. They'll never come back.
And that's not all. We'd be completely isolated. Trapped in a dead world. Just us and the ruined city. Until the day we die.
So this Aegis isn't gonna save our asses after all.
So that's Operation Aegis. Even then, I guess she thought it'd be better than being annihilated.
If Morimura believed the Sentinel Project was a lost cause, this must have seemed like her only option.
Operation Aegis. Miss Morimura probably didn't know how tough it would be.
If we'd gone through with Morimura's plan without the Sentinels, I can't even imagine where we'd be. Tetsuya Ida probably never realized Sentinel combat would get this rough.
Even if we got another chance somehow, our chances of winning wouldn't be any better. Even the one they called 426 couldn't have predicted this.
He wasn't exactly a nice cat, but I trust him.
You're right. No turning back now. All we can do is see it through.
This is getting rough. Feels like it could all end at any second. So, Kisaragi, there's something I gotta tell you. like you,
Now hold on!
What?
Seriously? Here? Now? You are such an ass! You have no idea how to do this!
But... Hey, what are you talking about?
I mean, we're still in open comms. Everybody can hear you. Kinda awkward.
What, that's bad? But... this is how they always do this stuff in the movies.
Ogata-kun? I thought you sounded kinda cool.
Sorry, Karabe, but that shit just makes me feel even worse.
How many terminals we got left?
Looks like 4. Nothing for it. Outnumbered as we are, we have to cover them all.
It's the only chance we have. At least until Miyuki Inaba reconnects with us.
Let's do our country proud, Amiguchi! Show these fiends the courage of Japan!
I'll hold them back, no matter what.
You're an inspiration to us all, Yakisoba Pon Angel.
Hijiyama-san, could you stop calling me that?
Daimo signatures incoming. They're here.
Looks like duty calls, huh?
Exactly. That's the true pride of the men of Japan. The will to stare death in the face and laugh.
Excuse me, but the ladies are kicking butt out here too.
Hey, works for me. Kill my kaiju too. Knock yourself out.
They're within range now.
Aegis activated. Is anyone too compromised to keep fighting?
We barely had a moment to breathe. The girls may be pushing their limits.
I'm still okay. I can keep fighting.
There are 3 terminals remaining. We can protect 2 of them with Aegis. But we're on our own with the last terminal.
How much longer do we need to hold out?
We need to re-establish a connection with Miyuki Inaba. That's still 10 hours off.
10 hours we don't have.
But her plan is our last hope.
Then we fight to the last, until we have nothing left.
The kaiju are heading for the next terminal.
Brace yourself, Keitaro. We are soldiers, and this is the moment we train for. Hours, days, it doesn't matter. We'll hold the line.
Another high quad, and a new model at that.
If I could just hit it from a blind spot while it's charging its plasma cannon. I need to pilot perfectly to get in close, even if it means I might not come back. Don't talk like that, Megumi. This isn't like you. But I'm the one who got everyone into this mess.
I figured you were just some prissy little nerd whining about your problems. But you're a real badass. More than these guys, anyway. You're okay in my book. Come on, follow my lead.
Stick to the plan. Stay in formation.
Everyone listen to me. We can communicate with the command ship out of range. I'm realigning the 3 surveillance satellites to their relay positions. We should be connected soon. However, the satellites have to move outside their preset tracks. They'll enter the gravity well and plummet to Earth. Your connection will only last until they hit the surface. You'll barely have any time to do this. Am I clear? If you actually manage to pull this off, then I expect you all to take responsibility.
Chihiro.
Good luck, big brother. Almost connected. This is your only chance. Initiating communication. I'm connected. I never imagined this kind of workaround.
This is where we're at. We've got 2 terminals left. What do we do?
The processing is almost done. I'm getting back to working on the mainframe.